Hey everyone, it's Christine here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all so much for being here and for joining me for this week's weekly energy reading of or for August 22nd to the 28th. Let's dive right in. Today, the sun goes into Virgo. I love it when it aligns to the start of the week. So Monday, August 22nd until September 22nd, we will be in the season of Virgo. We've left Leo. It felt like a continuation of Cancer, in my opinion. A lot of activations, a lot of energetic shifts, changes, heavy duty ascension symptoms, and whatnot. So I feel with Virgo, things will shift a little bit slower because this is an earth sign. We will be going inward, introspecting, especially with some retrogrades coming up. And we will be looking almost as if peering into a microscope, looking at the details, the smaller bits of our life and things that need working to make the larger mechanics work. And so I feel like there will be a greater emphasis on our wellness, on our routines. These are things that Virgo governs, especially when it comes to the physical body and to our environment. This is going to be a wonderful time to upgrade those and also tweak them, especially as many of our priorities and our values have shifted in this season. But more importantly, this forms the foundation for our own physical and spiritual wellness. This is also a great time to start cleaning things out, and I'll get more into it when I cover the new moon in Virgo, but the main theme with this season is really clearing out your physical body, whatever that means to you. Maybe fine-tuning your workout regime, examining what you eat and what you ingest, really making yourself feel good from that vantage point, and being conscientious of what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're consuming, not just food or liquids, but also media, what you consume and what affects your energy. Be careful though with perfectionism, a shadow aspect of Virgo, because sometimes that could delay you or prevent you from completing something because you want it to look a certain way. The same thing with over-analyzing, being too critical or judgmental. Moving on, Virgo moves into Libra. Mercury moves into Libra on the 25th of August. So we are going to go from a more analytical Virgo, a more analytical energy, to something that's a little bit more peaceful, diplomatic, but as we know, it could be indecisive because something that Libras do like to do is look at the picture, look at both sides. So you may have or find delays in making decisions or choices in your life during this time. We also have the new moon happening Saturday, August 27th at 4:17 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, New York City time for reference. It's occurring at 4 degrees and 4 minutes of Virgo, and so it'll affect the mutable signs and the planets between 0 and 8 degrees. So these include Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces. And I'll talk more about this, but this new moon is, with many new moons, you could start new goals, but because it's squaring Mars, there's a need to be cautious in going into anything new or changing something or making quick decisions. But again, the general theme I've been getting intuitively, but in general with Virgo, is to clean up, reorganize, and just get your shit together to prepare for a lot of the other shifts that are coming after the season. And so that's it for the Astrocap. Let's dive into the collective reading. I pulled quite a few different decks because Virgo is centered a lot on wellness and taking care of yourself, especially in the earthly sense, but also very much connecting to your spiritual practice as the healer, using that earthly foundation we have to also help others in terms of service, giving. I tapped into some of these cards. I felt very guided to use some of these cards, and I'll pull them out as we go along. So I hope you all have been doing well. How has your summer or winter been going, wherever you are in the world, northern or southern hemisphere? I feel like this summer felt like a winter, and it was unusually hot where I'm at. Temperatures were around in the upper 30s, but mainly 40s to 44, 43 degrees Celsius, about 3-digit temperatures Fahrenheit. It was very unusually hot. It just felt like an odd summer. I don't know how to describe it. Okay. What messages, guidance does the universe have for us for this week, please? What do we need to know? I saw a card flip. What do we need to know? Thank you. Okay. The bottom of the deck, look at this. Full moon in Taurus, detoxify. That seems to be the theme. And not just in the bodily sense, but your life. It's a clean out type. New moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. So we got the sibling energy of Virgo coming through. And also too, I want to say Virgo is also about, because many of us think this time of year, in many cultures, it's like getting back, restart. School starts for a lot of people. And it's also the transit point between seasons, right? We're preparing for a new season shortly. And so Virgo energy is also about getting back to work. Getting back into cleaning things up that may have gone to the wayside, that may have been delayed, that may have been postponed, especially because of summer activities or holidays, vacations, breaks, whatever it is, and whichever season, take it as it resonates. Last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather. There's that need for balance. Full moon in Capricorn, take a reality check. Lots of Capricorn. Some of you may identify with that. But the Earth sibling is here to reinforce. We have the Saturn energy here. And this is really about reassessing where you're at right now. Taking stock of what's happening in your life right now, where you're at in the season, kind of like having a mid-review, mid-year check-in. I wanted to say midlife check-in, but mid-review, mid-year check-in. And it's probably more like end of the year, because we're almost into the end of 2022. So really take stock of where you're at right now. Are there any goals that you would like to change, update, get rid of, which is perfectly okay? Anything you need to tweak? Using this Virgo energy, this is an amazing, amazing, amazing time to clean shit up in all areas of your life. I just did I have a Virgo moon, by the way, 12th house, 18 degrees of Virgo, and I just felt a week before the season started, I did a major deep cleaning, and I got that energy. And when I'm talking about deep cleaning, like even, my dresser where I put my clothes, it has like little designs. I even went nitty gritty in there. I took a Q-tip. That's how deep I went. So some of you may be feeling this energy to really just get rid of your stuff, lighten up, change what you're doing, whether it's with your physical body, your environment, your routines, especially your day in, day out routines, because those set up the foundation. And Virgo is an earth sign, so it wants you to feel grounded, because that foundation is going to serve you in doing the work that you are going to do, and also in introspecting, because Virgo is also about healing and looking within as well and seeing what's working, what's not. How can I connect more to my spiritual practices, but also within this practical sense, incorporating spirituality in your day-to-day routine. Not everyone is going to be on retreats, taking time off. So there's this need for balance, working, taking a breather with this Cancer energy, and also self-care. So I'm loving this energy so far. I'm ready, and I've been getting ready to really dive deep and put in, extra work and things that were kind of hanging on or hanging around but haven't been completed. So some of you may be feeling that energy as well. I wanted to say too, with the reality check, also notice what's not working in your life anymore, even if you gave it a good effort and had good intentions with it. Just because a goal that you set isn't something you want to pursue anymore or isn't working doesn't mean that you failed. It simply means that things change. That's it. We all change throughout these months, seasons, and weeks. Things don't have to remain static. So that's where we have that flexibility. But it's about taking charge and ownership of your life. A strong, strong need for balance with the Cancer Capricorn axis here. What other messages does the universe want us to know? Wow, lots of messages below. Okay, thank you. Look what we got at the bottom of the deck. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Yes, I've been feeling this. That's why when we hear, you know, obstacles are being removed. A lot of karmic contracts in general, and all other contracts, are ending. Major completions to cycles. You may be feeling, especially as we go through these months, many people are entering a new year, a new solar return for their own personal lives. You're feeling a newness, a freshness. So there's a lot of releasing, a lot of cleaning up, if you will. We have Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. A lot of heart chakra energy. Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. You sensing a theme, you all? The Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. I also wanted to say welcome to my new dish mat. I got rid of my tarot altar cloth. I'll just say those are very delicate, to be honest, especially those with the foil or metallic patterns. And this is washable. And yeah, that's another video. Totally off tangent. I felt the need to say that. I was so excited about this. Anyways, there is a need right now, especially with all of this earth energy that we're in, to really not just tap into our analytical mind, because Mercury, the ruler of Virgo, and also Gemini, rules the mental landscape, but also to balance that with our intuition. And it's really important with this Cancer energy, because when we tap into honoring our emotions, ourself, our feminine energy, because Cancer is ruled by the moon, and this is a feminine energy, we can help nurture and cultivate our psychic abilities, our intuition. And that creates the balance that we need. There's a need for balance here, if you're seeing that. And also trust, deep connection. Many of you may be really wanting intimacy right now in your life. Deep connections, emotional and spiritual connections, but more importantly, it starts with you. Before we can attain that with other people, we have to have it within ourselves, right? Because people mirror to us a lot of things that we need to do, whether we need to heal or we have to set boundaries. It's on one end of the spectrum there. And so right now there's a great need to really trust yourself at this time, to really continue taking time to rest and recharge, because we have take a breather here. We have retreat to recharge and heal, because by taking care of you, you help take care of others. Some of you are waiting for answers. This has been a major theme, and you are getting this with your intuition. I'm not feeling it's going to happen with your mind, with your logic. For some of you, this healing, because we have divine healing and sacred vision about forgiveness in order to heal. It's about seeing things from a different perspective, and this is going to come in different timing, different order, in different ways for everyone. You know, at a point, I do truly feel, this is my perspective, and everyone has their own, and I totally respect that too. I do feel like forgiveness is the key, because it releases you. It's about you. It's only about you, not the other person. And it's not saying that what other people have done to you is right or wrong, or that it was justified. It's simply saying that you're not going to attach to that experience anymore. You're letting it go. You're not letting it dictate or frame your life anymore. You're accepting this is what happened. I may not have agreed with it. I may not have liked it, but it happened and I can't change that. And that forgiveness is incredibly, it's like a weight lifting off, kind of to like this card we got, detoxify. This is the energy to have, because with this Taurus energy, and we're all feeling that, we're all feeling it with the collective North Node in Taurus right now. This is what we should all as a collective aspire. Getting our foundation in order. Our foundation is not just monetary wealth, but it's our own internal being, who we are as a soul, what helps us create that inner stability, regardless of what shit is going on around us. Because if we can maintain that cool and calm, collected way, it doesn't mean being emotionally devoid of feeling anything. It simply means learning not to always be reactive, learning to create that inner instability and serenity and harmony within yourself, no matter what's going on. A lot of awareness coming up, a lot of healing. Let's continue on. What else is happening this week. I feel like, you know, as many of you know, if you've been following me for some time, I've been getting a lot of messages, especially in Leo season, on relationships. And of course, Leo does rule over, you know, love, dating, fifth house, pleasures, and the heart, of course. So there were a lot of heart activations. But I feel like in September, many relationships, there's going to be it's either like a yes or a no, like continuing to evolve in the relationship and keep leveling up, or there's going to be endings. And again, everyone's timeline is different, but I have been sensing that. And so really pay attention to what you're feeling in the body and to your insights that are coming. Awareness, insights, intuition, visions, whatever you want to call them, because as you continue to heal, it's like you are unwrapping layers and layers of your soul, and you're going to keep getting more. The best way I can say it's like more awareness. It's coming through your body, not through your head. So keep that in mind with Virgo season. Some of you may find yourself overthinking things, ripping things apart with your head, with your logic, obsessing over details. And that's when you need to realize to kind of step away and go into your body. Hike, move, walk, dance to music, just anything to shift that energy and to get out of your head. And I say that too because I'm a Libra sun rising and Virgo moon, so I can be in my head all the time. I don't know why I have to keep shuffling this. I heard to keep going. I'm like, I shuffled these. What other messages? What other messages for this week, please? These are slippery cards. These are Divine Guidance Oracles by Tasha Silver. Anything else? Nope. We got individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this Earth School. You know, I've seen Earth School and like every reading has come up. It's about being and embracing your unique self. I just did a video, a channeled message about that. Unwrapping yourself like a candy wrapper, or like a candy. Unwrapping your true authentic self. Look what we have, you all. As if we didn't already get the intuition theme here. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary. Extraordinary. I just separated that word into two. And personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. Again, it's about connecting to your heart. It's connecting to your body. That's how we feel. It's feeling it. When you're quiet, you'll get those messages in the timing that you need them to. Right action. Aparigraha literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. This is working with nature, with the flow of life, not forcing things. It's like wu wei. Literally flowing with life. It's inspired action. That's why it's important to listen to your intuition, because you're going to know when it is to do something. If you're feeling fears or doubts, not the right time. That's not to say, you know, always make sure everything feels 100% safe. No. Sometimes you will know in your heart you got to do something, and it is scary, whether it's moving across the country or to another part of the world, or taking that job that you were like, I don't really know if this is going to pan out, but I know in my heart it's going to work out. It's like those types of inspired movements, actions, nudges. This is also about releasing things that you may be trying to control at this moment. See a lot of air energy here. I feel like messages are going to come. I keep getting that. Things are just kind of like, it feels like on hold. When that happens, turn it to you and work on you. Right now, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. This is definitely about trusting. Trust your inner voice. Follow your intuition. Intuition again. There's something here about trust. Some of you want answers now. Some of you have been looking for clarity and you're still not getting it because it's not time. Keep focusing on you, working on you. These two are very similar. Right now, right action. You know, I felt really, really called. I've been seeing a lot of unicorns, like not on the streets, guys. Just in my readings and some messages, I've just been seeing and feeling inspired. So I pulled the the Magic of Unicorns Oracle deck by Diana Cooper. And I also pulled my Affirmators deck, which has a unicorn. I just realized that now looking at it. I didn't intentionally choose it because of the unicorn, but there's something there. Just like during the August monthly zodiac sign readings that I've just posted. And I think the water signs and fire signs they're coming out. I chose to work with the dragon energy. So we're gonna see what the unicorns have. I feel like there's magic unfolding, especially with Virgo season, right? The Magician, we think of that. Virgo, Gemini energy. A lot of things are still wrapping up. We're going to get a lot more clarity. Think of it in tarot, right? The hermit mode, going within, because that's when our intuition is the strongest, when we can kind of protect our energy. But it's not even so much 100% hermiting as learning how to cultivate and use the energy for ourselves in the best way possible. Because we all have our own energy, right? Think about like frequency. We all have our own energetic waves. And so we can all manage it in different ways. Some people are fine, taking a 5-minute walk. Others need to do heavy duty meditation, breath work, salt baths, whatever. So what other guidance does the universe want us to know, please, for this week? Thank you. We've got Divine Portal. Fulfill your destiny. Be all that you can be. At the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is where we're all turning at. I love this energy. 8. Abundance. We're leaving the 8th month, right? August. 8 is all about abundance, luck, fortune, prosperity. Oh, look at the squirrel. 13. Creative solutions. Think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective. Similar to kind of take a reality check. Look at things differently. Again, some of you are in situations this week or experiencing situations which do not have closure, or which are kind of hanging in the air. I've been having throat chakra issues, you all, and I'm working with it. Sometimes when that happens and we're trying to resolve something, we keep doing the same thing. And so changing something up can bring answers, because I see a butterfly here. And squirrels I always get earth energy with squirrels. Obviously, they are animals that are part of nature, part of trees. They love scavenging for food, seeds, nuts. But this is all about approaching things from a different place, from curiosity. So you can use this Virgo energy from Mercury, right, to your advantage, of thinking of new ways to approach anything in your life that's not going in the way that you want. 27, Ascension Flames. Merge with light, ignite keys and codes. I feel like we did this in August. I feel like I can say check. But this is 9. These are endings. There's a lot of changes happening within all of us, and you may be feeling it, especially with some of the ascension symptoms going on. I'll say, with our body, with our throat chakras, digestive system. It's going to happen and feel differently for everyone. I know my nails, I was cleaning in my deep cleaning, and all my nails became very brittle and thin, and I had to cut them. And it just destroyed my nails. They became very brittle. So some of you may be experiencing a lot of the effects from these light code activations, integrations of energy. Because that's why we have ascension. If we were to ascend from 0 to 100, we probably wouldn't be here. I always think like vaporized, but our bodies would not be able to handle it. That's why we do this in increments. This also speaks to balancing of your chakra points, chakra energies, which to me brings up this. Capricorn, take a reality check. But also too with Virgo, you can use this with Virgo energy. Let's take a check on our mind, body, spirit. What's working, what's not, what needs to be tweaked. Where am I feeling a little bit underbalanced, over committing to things? It's about taking stock where you are right now in your practical everyday life. We have 33, Cosmic Sapphire. Act with honor and integrity, speak your truth. Yep, throat chakra, a lot of communication. I sensed it with this bird, or with these birds here, with a lot of the blue. There's a need to speak our truth. And obviously we have Mercury here ruling Virgo, and we've got that ability to not only refine our communication, but speak more with integrity, with truth. Maybe not in always a warm way, because we also have Mars in Gemini. So we got to be careful of coming off kind of gruff, kind of rough, and not being shitty. So some thought will be taken, but this is a time to express yourself, especially if you've been holding back. This also ties into your awareness, to your intuition. Okay. We're almost done. We got a few more decks. I didn't even get tarot yet. I'll get it at the end before I do some of the oracle. I really wanted to pull more oracle decks. Oh, this didn't even go. You know, too, when we get into the fall weather, and again, take it as it resonates wherever you are, I feel the need to naturally tap in more to myself, because it goes with the seasons, right? To go within for some of these answers. This is coming to mind right now, I have to say this, with the Cosmic Sapphire of speaking your truth. You are going to get a sign very soon about when you need to speak up, when you need to speak your truth, when you need to say something that you've been wanting to say to someone or people. I feel like this has to do with endings. What messages, please, for, okay, hold on. We're gonna get this one out before it gets buried in. What messages, please, for this week, for the collective? Okie dokie. Got power. I get Capricorn energy with this. I am strong, I am grounded, I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that is used for war. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. This is stepping into who you are. Letting go. I don't dwell on bad things that happened. I let things go because I have enough heavy things to carry around. And also grudges aren't a great look. Yeah, this is about forgiveness too. Letting go, letting the shit go. Just let the shit go. I keep getting that, but I had the F word too. It was very emphatic. Just let shit go. People treating you wrong, let them go. But I also feel, speak your truth too, if you need to. It can give you closure. But silence is also a way. It depends. Everyone has their own preferences on how they wish to communicate, through silence or through verbiage, words. Just let things go. Sometimes it's not worth your time or energy. Patience. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is the sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. Can you believe it? Look at this, you're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. Yeah, because I got the sense generally that there's a need for waiting right now. Well, we got take a breath here, take a reality check. So things are coming in. Answers are soon. Clarity, answers will soon arrive. Clarity is coming. This is about patience too. Some of you may be learning this, myself included. As I say this, clarity. Stop listening to my inner self. Stopping, you guys, my apologies. I'm like stumbling over my words. Stopping to listen to my inner self, I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar. And the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage or compost heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic. Exactly what I was talking about. You have to have that balance, especially with Virgo season, about being too much in your head and ignoring your body and not tapping into your intuition. That's how you're going to get the clarity. We have intuition all over here. And confidence. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, look at that. Can you believe that A+? Can you believe what an A+ that is? I feel like this is also tapping into yourself. And this, I get a vestige of Leo energy here with solar plexus energy, and also just the courage and bravery of continuing to be who you are, right? Of honoring yourself. And also celebrating yourself, I'm hearing. Okay, we're gonna grab, I have the self-love oracle and the self-care oracle because Virgo is, well, both of those. And these are main themes for the month. So let's see what messages we need to know. Okay. Guys, I'm having trouble shuffling too. What messages for this week, please? I saw those cards flip. What messages do we need to know for this week? Thank you. Hold on, there's a card. Bottom of the deck, we have pleasure. So some of you may want to engage in some Venusian energy, but this is also Scorpionic, sexuality, intimacy with self, pleasure. I don't think we need to go into any more detail. I think it's self-explanatory. We have 3, aromatherapy. Again, this speaks to your senses. Pleasuring yourself in every which way, right? We have all our different senses plus our psychic senses, our 6 senses. So for some of you, smell can really change up your ambiance, your environment. And it could be especially soothing as your mind may be on overdrive this week. You may be feeling a shitload of just compression, confusion, head fog. Perhaps you're experiencing ascension symptoms relating to that. And there's just a lot going on in our mental landscape right now. A lot of different things happening, like buzzing. So take time out to really connect to a scent that you like. I always extend this to flowers, fruits, especially citrus when you open them. Perfumes as well, oils. They're very soothing. We have 43, rest. Again, we got that here. Where did we get it? With the take a breather, the Cancer moon, and then we have with divine healing, to retreat, to recharge and heal. So some of you may be feeling called to rest more. This is definitely tapping into Virgo energy and taking time to go within. It's going to help you recharge and also calibrate your mind, body, and soul. I know this is something that I am doing more of. 54, watching a movie. I like how there's a furry creature here. So again, indulging in what makes you happy, taking time out. It doesn't have to be a movie, but a movie is another way to just decompress and also not always take life too seriously. I feel that's the energy I get from taking a breather. Sometimes you do need to disconnect from spirituality and just from everyday matters that are happening in life and just watch a movie. Just engage in something fun, whatever type of movie you like, and enjoy it, because it's also another way to be in the right now. Especially if you're not on your phone or computer while you're watching a movie. You're actually like this person is, with maybe their cat, with a good drink, with their blanket, and you're paying attention. Finally, we have 46, soak in a bath. Interesting, because these both reduce to a 9 and a 10 respectively. So there's endings and completions coming. And we have 7, which speaks of stability, and 3. Choices and communication. So soak in a bath. Water energy. This is very much, water sign energy too with the water, but this is cleansing as well, detoxifying. Some of you may feel like maybe doing this before going to bed is going to help you sleep better. It's going to really change the way that you maintain the integrity of your energy and your peace. This could also be different ways to implement and change up your routine too. Some of you may need like a little jump start, a little change, maybe try out new fall scents, maybe update your sleep environment or your hygiene, change up your movies, maybe rent some movies or go see a movie. The same with the bath. So These are really important. Some people don't really talk about it, but it's so important to be intentional and taking care of all aspects of our mind, body, soul on this journey and not constantly do. And I say that from someone who was always in their primarily in their masculine energy. That's also how you tap into, by taking care of yourself, into your intuition. Intuition is the theme this week, I feel. What messages, please? What self-love messages does the universe have for us for this week? Okay, I saw one flip. At the bottom of the deck, we have rest. Look at this, 9. Look at this, rest and rest. Divine timing is always spot on. Surrender control and take a break. I like it when this happens. 18, 9 again. Stop and breathe. Look at this. Cancer, last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather. Reality is shaped by what we believe. Take a deep breath, reassess and realign. Let go of what doesn't help the situation. A lot of, look at this, letting go. Sometimes we have to let things go for the time being. Like you know, when you want to complete something, resolve something, get an answer, ask yourself, what am I trying to get out of it? If what I'm doing, will doing what I want to do help the situation? Will it help resolve it in the way that I want to? And more importantly, what am I expecting from this? And I'll give you a personal example. I was planning to talk to a friend and send a video actually to express how I was feeling, because the friendship is largely one-sided. And then I realized, you know what? I'm like, I'm not sure why I'm putting my energy into this, but I'm like, I'm letting this go. Sometimes you just know it's not the right timing. You just know it. And that's how I felt. And I'm like, I'm not putting any more time into this. And sometimes it has to do with timing. The situation is not right now, having patience. And sometimes things just work out in ways you don't expect. Like they go away on their own. And sometimes it's about controlling too. We're expecting a certain outcome, so we may take actions. So think about it in your case, especially with a lot of decisions and choice points we have. Okay, we're going to close out the reading with spirit animal guidance and starseed guidance. And of course, you know, Virgo rules over animals and pets, so spirit animals are important. And we're going to see what messages they have. What messages do our spirit animals have for us this week? What do we need to know? What guidance? I saw you. I saw you. It flipped. It flipped. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, this one flipped by the dragon. It flipped. We've got moose wisdom at the bottom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Doesn't this scream Virgo? Listen to the ancient wisdom of your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. So again, staying connected to both. We have giraffe, visionary. Rise above earthly matters. We had something about looking at a higher perspective. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. Some of you have to look at a situation with a different perspective. I'm getting hangman energy, Pisces energy. Some of you may need to look beyond what you're seeing now. And again, this could include just timing, like literally taking a time out. Dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. And sea turtle, protection. You are master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Again, this is very reminiscent to me here about flowing. Let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. This is about just going with the flow, not forcing things right now. Sometimes, again, I'm getting a timing issue here. Okay, you all, we are at the end. I'm going to pull some starseed oracle. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, for your support and for your patience. What starseed messages should we know right now? Oh gosh. Thank you. Some of these look like they have, like they're on the opposite way, but they're not. The bottom, we got free spirit. This came up in some of the fire sign readings. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without condition. We have observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Again, this is really about staying right now in the flow. Choice. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in a direction of choice. Truth. See your light. Know your power. Have the courage to walk your truth. This is, again, with this unicorn one. Act with honor and integrity. Speak your truth. There's going to be a time. You're going to know it, and it's coming. Patience. Wonderful, right? Didn't we get... Look, we got it again here. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. I have to say this quickly before we end. This is the South Node that we're all dealing with right now in Scorpio, and this releasing control with endings, right? Because Scorpio, 8th house, deals with endings, death, and surrendering control. And that's one of the aspects those, especially with placements, have to learn, is how to trust and how to let go and just know that things are going to work out and not holding on to things. And so there's a big theme here of patience, letting go. Especially, I'm just tapping in, and there's a situations, especially with other people, that many of you are on pause with, whether it's a personal, well, they're all interpersonal relationships, but like a romantic relationship, friendships, work situations, or a general situation in your life about taking your soul path on a different journey in a different direction. You all, thank you so much again for being here. I'm really grateful for your support, for your kindness, for your likes. I'm grateful to my new and old subscribers. Thank you for being here. I hope you all got something out of this message. Comment down below. I'd love to hear about it. Again, I love interacting with you all. And I mean it, because I can just interact a lot with people. I love communicating with you all and getting to know you all. I'm wishing you a beautiful week, beautiful new moon in Virgo. I hope this week brings in beautiful miracles, blessings, and surprises to you all. Until then, I will see you later. Take care and goodbye.